The kitchen smelled like warm pancakes and melted butter. Mom's version of a family talk, as if maple syrup could sweeten whatever was coming. I sat at the old oak table, the same one that had held my homework, birthday candles, and college acceptance letters, and kept my face calm. Across from me, Dad, Graham Whitaker, leaned back in his crisp weekend polo, looking relaxed in that dangerous way he did before delivering a lecture. Ethan, my older brother, kept checking his watch like he had somewhere more important to be. Paige sat stiff beside him, arms crossed, manicured nails tapping the table in a steady rhythm of judgment. Mom stood at the sink, scrubbing already clean plates just to avoid looking at me. Elena, Dad began, using my full name. The boardroom voice. We're concerned about your choices, your lifestyle, Mom added without turning around. I lifted my chipped ceramic mug and took a slow sip. You mean my work? Ethan scoffed. Your laptop hustle, freelance web development, I corrected calmly. Paige didn't blink. People ask what you do. Ethan runs a firm. I have a title, and you're still in that tiny apartment. Doing whatever. Dad placed a thick folder on the table. It landed with a soft thud that sounded heavier than paper. Official. Final. Like it could rewrite my entire identity. It's been 3 years since graduation, he said. This freelance computer thing isn't a real career. Mom finally turned around, dishcloth clenched tight in her hand. So we're cutting off your allowance. No more monthly deposits. No more emergency access. You need to face the real world. I stared at her. Allowance? As if I'd been surviving on it. Dad continued smoothly. Ethan will interview you at Whitaker Financial. Entry level. A proper start. But only if you quit this computer hobby and commit. Ethan arranged his face into something that almost looked generous. I let a long second pass. Before I answer, I said quietly, why now? Paige exhaled sharply. Because we're tired of covering for you, right on cue. My phone vibrated against my thigh. I need to take this, I said. It's about my taxes, I answered and tapped speaker. Good morning, Miss Whitaker, said Nan Coe, my accountant, her voice clear and composed. I have your quarterly summary and a few tax adjustments. Dad flicked his fingers impatiently. Make it quick. You're fine, Nan, I said evenly. Just give me the headline numbers. Certainly. Your crypto positions performed exceptionally this quarter. As of this morning, your digital asset holdings are valued at $4.2 billion. The kitchen froze. Mom's hand stopped mid-wipe. Dad's coffee cup hovered in the air. Ethan stared at my phone like it had grown teeth. Paige's nails stopped tapping. Nan continued, calm as ever. Real estate holdings are at $1.8 billion. Tech equities at $2.3. Including your operating companies and the conservative portfolio sleeve, your total net worth is approximately $8.7 billion. Silence swallowed the room whole. Miss Whitaker? Nan asked. I'm here, I replied. My family is listening. How lovely, she said politely. And congratulations again on the Riverfront Center acquisition. Owning the complex outright will simplify lease renewals. I've scheduled Monday with council to restructure before the deadline. Riverfront Center. Ethan's glass tower. The one he constantly complained about renting. Monday works, I said. Thank you, Nan. I ended the call. The ticking clock suddenly sounded thunderous. 8.7? Mom whispered. Billion, I confirmed. Paige swallowed hard. But you live in that tiny place, that allowance you think I depend on, I said evenly. I haven't touched it in years. If Ethan's monitoring something, it isn't my life. I folded my hands on the table. I live where I can work. I like quiet. Dad's voice came out thin. Elena, why didn't you tell us? I set my mug down carefully. When was the last time you asked what I do without deciding it was a phase? Ethan opened his mouth, then closed it. I slid the thick folder back toward Dad. Now, I said, about your tough love. Dad stared at the folder like it might rescue him. Ethan had gone pale. Paige avoided my eyes. I didn't hide, I continued. I just stopped explaining. Every time I tried, you translated ambition into failure. Mom slowly sank into her chair. But the deposits? You've been cutting me off from money I wasn't using, I said gently. Ethan cleared his throat. Riverfront Center. You're our landlord. I am, I replied. And your rent's due on the 1st. just like everyone else's. Dad swallowed. So, what do you want from us? I looked around at the faces I'd grown up reading like weather forecasts. Storm, approval, disappointment, respect, I said. Curiosity. If you're worried about me, ask me. Don't stage a trial over pancakes. Paige's voice softened, almost unrecognizable. We were embarrassed. I know, I said quietly. You loved a version of me you could pity. Dad's shoulders lowered. Elena, I'm sorry. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud, but it was real, and that mattered. I opened the folder and flipped past a printed job description. Here's my counteroffer, I said. Ethan doesn't hire me. Ethan meets me Monday with Nan and my attorneys. Whitaker Financial becomes my advisory arm. Your relationships, my platform. We stop pretending we're competing. Ethan blinked. You'd do that? After today? I'm not rescuing you, I said calmly. I'm investing in you. There's a difference. Mom let out a shaky laugh through tears. And me? Sit with us, I said. Ask questions. Eat pancakes without weapons. The clock kept ticking. But something had shifted. For the first time that morning, the table felt like a table again. Not a courtroom,